EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Niners at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, It also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second and 3 from the 9. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Walker to start the drive, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Metcalf motions left. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat. Let's go.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Third down and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage can react.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check smash.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the check. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They run again with Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Teague. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Ready. Hey, smash Bronco.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on second down. Teague. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so trying to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Teague. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on second down. Teague. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. Purdy from the gun. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 24, Seahawks nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a throw here, hold in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Teague. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Mustang 19. Go street. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
To throw again. Teague. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet. And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Seahawks nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, Teague. And Walker has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Makes the score Niners 31, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 75 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Purdy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. taken at about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This is McCaffrey on the give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Charveri. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Garrett Wilson, 50 yards. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Purdy now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Returning it, Johnson. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to go, as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called.
Come on. Hit.
Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
70 Lions. Check. Hurt. Hurt.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for San Francisco, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
Mechie, the man in motion. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Bronco switch.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Beasley. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hey, green.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Cowboys at 8 and 8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st down, Forbes. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You talk about this Washington defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Hey, blue. 22 needle. Hey, red. Ready.
And now they'll throw with Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Red, cycle.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Commanders' 37-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
65 check. 65 check. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Beasley. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Beasley. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Bradley Chubb in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw on 2nd down, Beasley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Lance. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Beasley looking deep here for Mechie. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. John Mechie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Lance to throw it. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 29 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Commanders 14. Cowboys 10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold them to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Come on, set.
Lance now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now with that clock rolling. Lance going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Going for a right side here, complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Real green. Blue, go. Ready.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Caught by Montgomery. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Yellow, go.
Throwing now is Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Lance again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
second and 6 at the 50-yard line.
And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Yellow, Lonnie.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a nice job to break free of one tackle that slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of a yard on the play.
From the gun on third down, Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Viking 18. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on second down. Beasley. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready.
So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Blaster, stick. Steel, black. Needle, blue. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
That's good for our Cowboys.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Mechie, the man in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down to the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Hey,
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Beasley. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Looking to throw. Beasley. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Mega.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Ultra. Ready.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Blue strike. Fury, yellow. 6, mega.
From the gun, it's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Trouble, 38.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Black shot. Smash, red. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter program and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, go steal. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Check smash.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Brings up 4th and 1. Here
we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Beasley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That is caught, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
What kind of fortitude does it take to go for it on 4th down late in the 4th quarter, knowing that a turnover on downs could turn out to cost you the football game? I don't know if I could have made that call if I was down on the sideline. That's as gutsy as they come, and it may just seal them the victory.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the 2nd half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the Commanders, it was too little, too late as they finish off the regular season with a mark of 7-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. it.